Myth number 2, it's easy to immigrate here legally. Why don't immigrants just get in line?
This is my favorite myth because I begin every public presentation with this huge complex chart that I have of the legal immigration system. And the reality is the current system is second in complexity only to the income tax in American law. So it's a very complicated system. I used to give all these speeches in Arizona about immigration to mainly conservative audiences. And this one time I gave a speech about the economics of immigration. And this nice elderly woman came up to me afterwards and she said, I understand what you mean about the benefits of immigration, but why don't all the illegal immigrants just go to the post office and register and become legal? And I had to explain to her that like that type of system had closed down over a century ago. Like you could never go to the post office and become legal, but this sort of like Ellis Island style system closed down over 100 years ago. And that was news to her. But I could understand if that is how you thought legal immigration worked, then you would be very concerned about this large number of illegal immigrants because you're thinking, what do they have to hide if they can just go to the post office and register to work? So one of my main jobs and the jobs of my colleagues over the last several years has been to explain to people, no, this system is incredibly complicated, incredibly restrictive. And somewhere around 1% annually of the number of people who want to come to the United States are able to do so. So you're talking about just a system that is entirely like just incredibly restrictive and closed off. And that's basically what we have right now. So busting that myth, I think, is very important. All of a sudden, when you realize that, you understand why people are crossing the border illegally in such numbers and why there's such chaos. It's because there's no way for them to follow the rules.